Hello guys,
Hi.
Cass said hi. Renwell in here, and today, it's been a while, there'll be an update video coming to explain why we're in this weird new environment. But, for the time being, I just want to talk about this idea. So, lately I've been watching a lot of other YouTubers just because it's what I do at my free time at work. So I started watching this person named Hayder Hype, and he had a really good idea, and I will put his channel and the video down in the description below. I don't know if he knows I'm doing this or cares if I'm doing this, but I did ask him if I could do this, and he didn't reply. So I'm just gonna fucking do it. Okay. So his idea was to have replayable side quests in the next Borderlands game. And I think that's a good and a bad idea at the same time, being that Borderlands is a linear story with a level cap system and a loot-based drop system. When you play through the second game, the first time you fight the warrior, you end up getting a guaranteed legendary drop. So if you replay main story missions, it would not be very good because OP out the ass OP. That wouldn't be fun at... Well, it would be fun, but it would break the system. It would make the game too easy. And he had mentioned in his video about how they could set it up where you would go to a bounty board or a character that would have the missions labeled of what's done already, and you could replay those missions at any time. I think that would only be good for side missions that are not level based. And the reason that being is you could set it to where the mission will automatically scale with your character. So if you're at level 5, you get... What's a level 5 mission you get in Borderlands 2 that's a side mission? Clearing out the graveyard in...
It's level 3.
No, it might be level 3, but clearing out the graveyard for Hammerlock back at... What's the name of that place? I don't either at the top of my head. But at the place with the stuff and Hammerfell, the first town. So you clear out the graveyard and the area down below the graveyard for him at level 3 or 5 or whatever, and it's super easy. But they could take that, and you want to redo that mission, so you go back to the area, and they could scale those enemies to your character's level, and even maybe add a mini boss that would be 2 or 3 levels higher than your character's level, and make their loot pool for that current area. So let's take the Southpaw incident. Alright, at the Southpaw mission, you have 3 assassins you have to fight, or 4 assassins actually, and each one drops certain loot pools. Alright, and after you kill each assassin, they'll drop certain things, and if you fulfill the extra side part of the mission, you end up getting more loot or different loot. So, if you base that system entirely on level, you get the same level of loot with your level. So, I know... What's a good one that I can use? Well, you just go into the area and they would be... You do the level at... You usually do it at like level 15 or 16, but if you come back at like level 25, all the enemies would be 26, 27, whereas all the mini-bosses or the assassins themselves could be 30, making all of their loot drop up to level 30, as well as their legendary items that they could drop. You just raise the level on it, making the system less balanced, but it makes all the legendary... There'd be a legendary form of every weapon for every level. So you could get the Fire Starter, which is a gun you get from Captain Flint when you beat him. Well, that's a story mission. That doesn't follow into what I'm saying. Think of another one. The Conference Call, which you can get from the Warrior, which is a farmable boss at the end of the game after you beat it. But you could redo that mission with the level raised. You could get the Conference Call at level 40... or not even level 40, level 38, and then get it again at level 50, being that the loot will be based on your character's level. See what I mean? Sorry, I'm talking really fast, but I've been thinking about this all day. What, Cass?
Nothing.
That kid back there, commentating. She didn't want to be in this video, but she's back there.
I'm not commentating on you.
She's commentating.
I'm commentating on my game.
That punk.
No!
But, in Borderlands 3, they could do that in a better system because it would bring more replayability for the base side missions instead of having to restart the game just for the side missions or for a certain gun that a mini-boss drops in a side mission. I know an incident is the Doc Mercy, in Borderlands 2, you can get the Infinity Pistol from him. You can't only get the Infinity Pistol from the mission, but you can go back and farm him and get it. But if there's more of a reason to farm him, you have more of a reason to try and go get it, being that you would be able to do that mission over and over and over again. Oh, I didn't state yet, but I'm planning to do a Ramble series where you just kind of get on here and talk about games and shit that I want to talk about. If you like that, let me know, please. I'm kind of stupid and doing this in the blind, so tell me something. Yeah? Okay. Where else was I going with this?
Does that help?
No, your cow does not help.
You have to cow the right way. There you go.
But,
Where did I place the frickin' thing?
like I said, this will be a series where we go over things I'm expecting. Over the next couple of these rambling episodes, if I do more, we'll just cover Borderlands stuff because I don't know if you've noticed, but I really like Borderlands. So, I'm really excited for the next game. And instead of making a list of things I want to see, I want to take time to explain each point and why I think it would be a good and a bad thing. To get to the bad side of why I think the mission repeats would be bad, would be the fact that these farmable missions will end up becoming over-farmed. Everyone will end up farming the same missions. But that would give reason for people to get similar guns or different variants of guns. You may get the bitch SMG from, I forget who drops it off the top of my head, but you may be able to get the bitch SMG with a fire ability on it, but you really want the corrosive one, so you could go back and redo that to try and get the corrosive bitch SMG. It's a really good SMG if you have the right one. But bad things about it is, like I said, everyone would end up going for the same weapons, the same playthrough, and the same grindable missions. That's why I think it should be based on character levels. So it's not just that, oh, that gun's really much better than this gun. You end up having a bunch of guns that are good because all of the legendary guns or red text guns would end up being based on your character's level opposed to the level that you're supposed to get them. It would also give your character more of a grindability, especially in the later playthroughs of the game. When you get to True Vault Hunter mode and Ultimate Vault Hunter mode, the level spike is ridiculous, but you're able to do it if your character has grinded hard enough. So being able to grind these later missions or earlier side missions, you'll be able to grind through and kill enemies that are a higher level with weaker guns and loot, but they'll scale to your level when killed. So you end up being able to grind more enemies for the ability to fight them later. I don't know, it just helps character progression and movement forward. Because I know in the Ultimate Vault Hunter mode, the the health of the enemies is 3 times more than what it should be, as well as their level being capped. Without the ability to go back and grind, and without starting the playthroughs over, you kind of lose the ability to just enjoy the game. It gives you more reason to grind. It doesn't become as much of a grind fest. You're just redoing the same missions it's a different type of grind, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Sorry, I'm not explaining this very well, but yeah, what are you guys' thoughts on this? Do you guys think it'd be a good idea to add replayable missions in Borderlands 3? Do you think it'd be a bad idea? Too many people with the same stuff? What are your thoughts? Let me know in the comment section. If you're liking this episode or like this style of video, let me know and I'll do more like this. Thank you guys. Bye.